What's going on, guys? Good morning. It's your coach and friend, Scotty Hobbs. I just got done with a 5-mile bike ride. Super excited about my Friday. I'm alive and fired up because I am going to live in my purpose this morning, and I'm going to give everything I have and do the best that I can today. And I think that's what's important. And I think that's going to have a lot to do with the message I'm going to give you guys today. So I had one of my leaders come to me and ask me a question via text. How do you deal with people quitting? There's been incredible coaches in this particular leader's time that they have just seen some great people leave for other MLMs or leave to do other opportunities. And the question really that she was asking, and it wasn't to complain, it was to help her understand how do I deal with it so that she can in turn deal with that part of her business when that comes. So one of the first things I want you guys to understand is I think about my life in general. I, for example, was probably one of the best in my dental lab class, and the only one to get a job right out of school before I graduated. And I went to a job, and I worked for 2 years, and I left that job. I quit that job, and I moved on to something else. Okay. I think about other times like that. I was an employee with Idaho Steel Products, a great company, before I became a full-time Beachbody coach. And they invested a lot of time in me and helped move me up through the company as I put in my work and my efforts. And then what did I do right after my 5-year anniversary? I walked away and I left. I quit that job to move on and do something else. So I'm telling you that to lead you into this. She's asking this question to me, this leader of mine, because she's built or made great friends through the leaders on our team. You know, we've been on trips. We went to the Dominican Republic together. There was 53 of us. And some of those people have moved on to different things. So she asked, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with someone quitting or walking away and doing something else? You know, I missed the challenge of pushing with these leaders and these top people. So this is really quite simple. And I don't have any scripts on this video. I'm just going to tell you guys my thoughts, the way that I process things. And maybe you can take from this video my mindset, how I deal with things, and my perspective, I guess is the word. And maybe it will help you move forward in your life. Because I see so many people that'll be Emerald coach, 4 or 5 coaches moving towards Diamond, or they'll hit Diamond rank and someone will cancel their Shakeology, or they'll postpone their Shakeology for a month and they'll drop their rank, and they think the end of the world's coming. And so I know that's a fact and how many people think. So, guys, what I think about, I see so many people spin into this, poor me type of mindset and mentality. And, my question, I hear that, I'm like, are you kidding me? My job and role as a coach, guys, and I'm gonna go into detail on it when I end this video, is, my life, what I do as a coach is I sit down with somebody. I hear somebody complaining about someone's complaining about something on their life, like they work too many hours, they work too much overtime, they can't run around, they don't have energy to run with their kids, they're overweight, they're depressed, they work too many hours, their wife works, all these different things, all these problems that they're complaining about. And I ask them, dude, do you have a solution for that? Do you have an answer? How are you going to change that? And I just ask them, are you willing to find out how what I have that I believe can help you overcome that? If you don't have a solution for that, I have something to show you. So I'll sit down and I'll show it to them. I'll show them the Team Beachbody business. I'll show them how it works. I'll show them how our team works. I'll invite them into a coach sneak peek, and I'll invite them in. And some join me and some don't. But as long as I have that conversation and I can leave them a better person, my role is completed as a coach, because hopefully I've planted something in them that'll help them move forward and do something with their life and take some action in their life. So with that being said, that's kind of my purpose and my role as a coach. So that's what fulfills me and that's what drives me. So how do you deal with somebody walking away? So I've had, and I want to be completely vulnerable, let you guys know just some of in the beginning. I went Diamond in 93 days. I got my first Diamond coach back in 2012 at my 14th month mark. And I had 1, 2, and 3 Diamonds come out in between 1 and 2 months at my 14th and 15th month as a coach. 2 of those Diamonds stepped away from the business. They didn't quit, but they stopped doing anything. Guys, they stopped doing anything. One of those Diamonds continued on with me and has entered into the Million Club with Beachbody, and she's a 9-star Diamond. And I'm going to say this because I said Million Club with Beachbody. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of income or success. Each coach's results have to do with their own diligence and skill and their efforts put in. But guys, because those 2 coaches stopped working their business and stepped away, one of them said, I want to go work with my father in his business and work with him. That's what I want to do. And I said, I want you to do what fulfills your heart and what makes you happy. If that's it, go do that. Okay. The other one, for example, had medical issues in the family and with themselves and had a lot of things going on and needed to really take care of that. And so I just encourage them. I encourage you to continue with your health and fitness and reading personal development books and go do what you need to do, okay? But guys, I'll tell you what, are you kidding me if you're going to give up on your dream because somebody else is going to quit or stop or take their foot off the gas? Guys, I made a decision that I was going to help people no matter what. I made a decision that I was going to completely change the course of my family's life, and that was that. That's the decision I made. If somebody quits on me, I'm not going to change the direction in my goal and the vision of my life because someone quits or does something else. And on the other side of that, what I shared with you about those two coaches and what I'm sharing with anybody that asks this question, as long as they're like, I'm okay as long as they've moved on and they're happy to do something they love. That is amazing to me because my goal is not to make money off of somebody. My goal is to help somebody learn what it is they're passionate about in their life, do that thing they're passionate about with their life, be happy with what they're doing with their life, and make an influence and impact on other people. And whether that's in my business or not does not matter. And that's why plainly and clearly you guys can see that every single training I've ever done, private training inside of our team groups, is public on YouTube. Because I don't care if you're a part of Team Beachbody, my business, the company across the street, the company downtown that wants to help your employees. I don't care if I make a financial impact from you taking what I've taught you and applying it to your business that moves you forward. I'm fulfilled by the message that comes from you saying, Scotty, because of your videos, or because you said this in this video, or because I watched your sacrifice video, I took my business to the next level. I've gone on and done this. I don't care if they're a part of my team or not. Yeah, it would be nice if they were part of my team and I benefited financially from that, but that's not what's important to me. So, with that being said, like if you're complaining about somebody quitting and you're going to stop your dream because of that, you don't truly believe in and have a dream and committed to a dream on your own. So I will always keep driving forward. And I've told people this, like our team has grown to 45,000 coaches over the past 6 years. We had a hard year last year. We lost a lot of coaches, and we're back on track and we're continuing to grow. But one thing that I've said, what's up, Rob? One thing that I've said to myself is this team could be wiped out to zero, back to ground level with just me, and I would wake up the next morning and say, this sucks. But I'll sit in that moment for 5 seconds. Then I'll say, what am I going to do about it? And then I'm going to move forward and I'm going to live in my passion and purpose, which is nothing to do with rank, nothing to do with income. My passion, my purpose is to help other people grow personally each and every day, plant seeds of growth in every other person that I come in contact, and that's my purpose as a coach in my role. So if everything was to be wiped away tomorrow, you will see me the next day on here, stepping up and figuring out what to do next. How can I help somebody else and serve somebody else? My baby's screaming in the background, so hopefully he's okay. So that's the mindset that I take, guys. I have amazing coaches that have stepped slightly away that have gone on to write books. I have amazing coaches who've learned how to market themselves and how to do different trainings and how to get yourself out on YouTube or Instagram, and they learned from my trainings and they've completely walked away from Beachbody and they do their own business on how to market on Instagram or how to gain leads on Instagram. I've had people leave and create their own business of organizing people's bills and all kinds of things like that. And guys, it doesn't hurt me in that way, as long as they're happy and fulfilled with what they're doing, because that's the thing that I promise them. I don't promise them that they're going to make money with Beachbody or they're going to have an elite team or build a big, strong team. I promise them and guarantee them that if they do what I teach them the 4 vital behaviors as a coach, as a successful coach, if they do those things, they will be happier and their life will become better. And so I want people truly to do what they're passionate and excited about. So that's how I deal with with people, perhaps leaving to another opportunity or stepping away or slowing down to pursue more in their job, as long as they are happy, truly, genuinely happy, and they're doing something they love, I'm happy. Now, if they step away and they're miserable at whatever it is they're doing, that's where I have a problem of somebody quitting, because in that case, they quit because they're scared or they have fears that are holding them back. But if someone walks away to do something else that they're passionate about, all good to them, as long as they're happy and doing something they love, because that's truly what I want from people. So, if you want to get to this level, guys, if you can get to this level of mentality and work, and what I think about, like, if everything was walked away, guys, somebody right now watching this video is out there, could be watching, and could have the same mindset and mentality as me, and be like, dude, I'm going with this guy. I'm going to reach out to Scotty, and we're going to build this thing. And so I always have that mentality that there's people out there that have heard my message, that are listening, that are just waiting for the right moment in their life, or educating themselves enough to make the decision. And they're out there waiting. So I always have that abundance mentality that if for some reason in God's plan somebody walks away, and I don't upset myself with that, and I have faith and I trust and I continue to work, God may be giving me 10 more people that are even more incredible, or even harder work, or even more passionate about our mission. And it reminds me of a picture, and you'll have to find it on social media or Google it. It's an image of Christ in front of this little girl, and she's holding this little teddy bear. And it says something like, but I don't want to give it to you. I don't want to give it away. And behind Christ, he's holding this huge teddy bear, so something even bigger. So sometimes when you're asked to give something away, or something steps away from your life, there's oftentimes something bigger waiting for you, a bigger blessing in return. So I want you guys to remember that. Now, to get that mindset, you're going to need to and really understand what your purpose and role as a coach is. All the money, all the income, all that stuff will come should you put your purpose first and you work in that passion in that area every single day. The rest will come. So I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to let you guys know what my purpose is so you can understand this, guys. I am Scotty Hobbs. I'm a husband and father to 5 beautiful children and the most beautiful woman in the world. I love the outdoors. I love the mountains. I love the snow, but I also love the beach. And I'm an entrepreneur who invests in people. And one thing that I want you guys to know about investments, sometimes your investments pay you back, and sometimes they do not. So remember that when you're investing in people and in your business, that is a fact of life and business. So I'm an entrepreneur who invests in people. I love personal growth, health, and fitness, and I love serving people, and I love helping people to overcome their fears and obstacles. I love helping people and teaching people to use their personal life stories and circumstances to help, and the experience they've gone through, to help others believe in themselves and to find more happiness, joy, and purpose in their lives. I help mothers and fathers who know deep inside that there's a better way to live life, and there's a better way to provide for their families. And I do it so that children can grow up knowing their parents, and that so these parents can be great role models to their kids. So these parents, they need more positive relationships and role models in their lives. That's what I do. They need people who support them in going after their dreams and love them for being vulnerable about who they are, and who encourage them to go out and chase after their dreams, and that love them. And they need people who love them and support them in going after their dreams and being vulnerable, people who love them for being vulnerable about who they are and encourage them to face their fears. They need a way to get out of debt. How many of you guys, comment below if you have debt? So I understand that there's thousands and millions of people out there that need that. So they need a way to get out of debt, build their retirement, and have time freedom to spend time with people that they love the most. I help them find a sense of purpose. And they find happiness and joy in everyday encounters with life, whether they're good or bad. They become more healthy, fit, and vibrant, and bring a spirit of positivity to this world. And that's what this world needs. They find a positive channel to funnel their energy, to share their story and their message, which makes a real difference and impact in this world. So they're then able to create a life by design, which means they become the CEO of their own life. And when this happens, they're able to reach and impact more people on a bigger level and spend time with those that matter most. And I want you guys, my team matters the world to me. My team and the members of my team that have left to go on and do other things with their life mean the world to me. But the ones that mean the most to me are my children, my wife, my children, and my family. And so I will never give up on my dream because somebody else walks away from my business. I hope this helps you guys. Have an incredible day, and I love you guys. Enjoy your Friday.